When out on the road, our presenter Anna Whiteley is always on the lookout for advice from the world's top players and coaches to improve her skills and hopefully yours too.
Wow!
Today, she's with Mitchell Spearman dissecting the swing of current green jacket holder Sergio Garcia.
We're down here on the driving range in Miami with our resident coach Mitchell Spearman as we delve into the swings of some of the best in the game to see just how one element of their swing could help us at home. So today, a man who has been playing professional golf for over 20 years, he's just peaked by winning the Masters last year, Sergio Garcia. What do you like about his swing, Mitchell?
Well, I think Sergio is famous for this downward lag that he has in his golf swing, but one of the things that behind the lag that I think really has made him so successful is how he controls his right shoulder in the golf swing. I mean, he does a lot of right arm only practice swings. If you watch him when he's out there on the golf course, he's always holding the club on his right arm, and he's got this angle here where he drives his right elbow forward and keeps his right shoulder back. So in golf, that's called external movement, where the right shoulder is away from the center, not going towards, and he really drives that elbow forward and keeps that shoulder back. And to me, he's a very right side dominant player. From down the line when he makes a swing, you never see his left side of the body. It never gets in the way of impact. He doesn't hit against the left side. His left side is out of the way. So he's a very right side dominant player. I think he strikes the ball with quite a low, strong ball flight. Almost hits down on it somehow a little bit with his driver. So a little bit of what one would say is a homemade swing, but for anyone could take out of it, it's the quietness in his right shoulder as he starts down and his willingness to get his right elbow forward and keep the right shoulder back. That's it. And just practicing with your right arm only is a great way to do it. So as you start down here, you're just moving the elbow. You can even just hold gently your hip, but it's this movement. You're keeping onto the lag and keeping the right shoulder back. So if you're looking to get a later hit and hit the ball a little further, a little stronger, then you know the image of using your right arm in this way is good. And then your left side just quietly gets out of the way. There's no sort of blocking against there. So let's give it a try. Let's try my Sergio impression of a swing. I won't nearly have as much lag as he does, but what I'm trying to feel is my right elbow forward, and I'm also just trying to get my left side, what I'm just going to say is just low and out of the way. So it's a good feeling for me because it keeps me in my posture at impact. That's one thing that he's very notable is here. So any of you that are what we call early extenders or raising up your pelvis towards the ball, this is a good feeling for you. So right elbow forward, left with the left side out of the way. See if I can do it.
Yeah, that looked good.
Yeah, quite good. I can feel more spine angle at the end of my swing and just really this feeling of a quiet right shoulder. And to me, my elbow is more bent there at the bottom of the swing. Let's just try one more and get that feeling of... Sometimes, with these little tips, it takes a few swings to really get the picture in your mind of the player and their swing. And he always sets up to the ball with his right hand only. Very much aims the club face in his hands there. Take his setup and then right elbow forward. Yeah, that's very much, to me, the Sergio feel in my right arm and a nice crisp golf strike. I know it's your turn.
That's great.
Okay.
There's one thing, I know you just mentioned it there, but the lag that Sergio has, I remember seeing a slower video of him hitting driver off the deck, and, it's here.
It's back there, isn't it?
Incredible.
Yeah, so I met him when he was an amateur, just before he turned pro. He came and played with Marco Mira one day over at Isleworth, and I went out and watched him play, and he was talking about on his downswing that he used to make marks on his shirt starting his downswing when he did that. So he's always said, I've always had this lag in my swing. But the lag is really controlled with the right shoulder being quiet. As we said, it's like a throwing motion where the right shoulder is going back. It's not that way. That's what we don't want. So let's see if we can make that effective in your move here as we go back. Anna, swing back.
We want...
There, the top, and then as you come down here, I'm just going to try and keep that right shoulder back, and that right elbow goes forward. So you see you're leading with the elbow. It's a great exaggerated feel. It's like I've got a rubber band here and I'm holding that right elbow back.
And at what point do the wrists...
They will go.
They
will go. No one is strong enough to hold that all the way through the shot. Now just hold the club in your right hand only for me. Put your left hand here for a little bit of moral support. Now go ahead, swing back, and I'm just going to train. This is the feel, right? So it's there. The right shoulder is back, and the right elbow there. So it's a great way to train yourself. And you just see your left side just disappears. It doesn't do anything. It's just very controlled from the right side of the body, and the left side is just out of the way.
Guides you around.
It just guides you around.
Okay.
All right, let's give it a try.
All right, okay.
Good, and again.
You almost need to try and swing in slower.
So that was good, but it was almost too slow.
Yeah.
So do that feeling,
Thinking
but
about it too much.
let it go. Yeah. So just right elbow leads the way and let it go. and
See,
again.
the thing I always find whenever I'm trying to create this motion is
Yes.
that when you are coming down like this, you do tend to bottom out quite early.
Yeah, because I think what happens is like you get at the ball swing rather than and keep going swing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like your end goal was the ball rather than the through swing.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So let's try and it's a movement, but you go all the way through. Like that. There we go. So that's got a bit of Sergio-esqueness about it. You know, and everyone could do with, you know, we use the word lag. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but it's understanding it comes from his elbows together and his right elbow. And I say, it always surprises me how much he practices even now with his right arm only. You see him on the practice, on the tee when he's waiting to tee off, he's always holding the club on his right arm only. Because this right elbow's forward means everything's back. If the right elbow's here, we're in trouble. So he's very much got a prominent forwardness in his right elbow.
I see. Okay, thank you, Mitchell. Another great tip. So a lot more accentuation on the right side of the body during that swing. It might just help you at home.